Welcome to Sphere Finance. I am Price Time and you're watching Sphere TV. In this video, I'm going to explain how the Sphere Treasury uses its revenue to benefit Sphere investors. Also, over 53% of you watching are not subscribed. So if you end up enjoying the video and haven't already, subscribe. It helps support the channel, and by ringing the bell, you will automatically be notified when we create new content. Shout out to the 46% of you who are subscribed, you know who you are, and thank you. Sphere Finance is building multiple revenue streams that ultimately get funneled into the Sphere Treasury. From an outside perspective, although that does sound impressive, it can be confusing at times to see exactly how a growing Sphere Treasury will benefit holders of the Sphere token. Let's first review some of the different revenue streams going into Sphere, and then we can expand on what that means for Sphere holders. First, every buy, sell, and transfer of Sphere tokens is taxed. Currently, each buy and transfer is subject to a 13% tax, and each sell is subject to a 20% dynamic tax that will increase depending on the size of your holdings relative to the total liquidity pool. A good portion of these taxes are sent to the investment treasury. Taxes are good, but they rely on swap volume to function, so of course Sphere has much more up its sleeve. Second, with quantum liquidity as a service, other projects will pay Sphere to access Tetu's quantum liquidity pool vaults. This will bring revenue to Sphere and benefits other projects by passively growing their liquidity pools. Third, since the Sphere Treasury owns the majority of XTetu, the yield-bearing token of Tetu and TetuSwap, Sphere earns revenue from all the platform fees of Tetu, including swap fees, which will be significant since other projects are incentivized by quantum liquidity as a service to deposit some or all of their tokens' liquidity into TetuSwap. Fourth, Sphere is incubating a powerful source of revenue from the Sphere Wars. With Dystopia as the new curve of Polygon and Penrose as the new convex, a new era of bribes for incentivized liquidity will flood into the Polygon network and into the Sphere Treasury, since Sphere has significant voting power within the so-called Sphere Wars, now the Sphere ecosystem. Fifth, the Galaxy Marketplace is being put in place. The Galaxy Marketplace is a means for whales to sell their tokens at a lower sales tax and for new investors to buy Sphere at a lower buy tax, all the while without negatively affecting the liquidity pool. In fact, the Sphere Treasury will actually make a sizable profit from this entire process. I'll be covering the Galaxy Marketplace more in another video. Sixth, and beyond, Sphere is already working with other protocols and is incubating other projects to bring even more revenue to Sphere. Again, this is all very impressive that there is so much revenue going into the Sphere Treasury from different sources, but we still have not yet seen how this benefits Sphere holders. So let's explore it. First, with all the revenue coming into Sphere, Sphere will be able to purchase and build a collection of governance tokens of other projects. This is one half of the reason Sphere has called itself the S&P 500 of crypto. Sphere is building a basket of assets, almost like an ETF, as by holding Sphere you gain exposure to a multitude of other projects through their governance tokens. And as those governance tokens grow in value, so too does the value of the Sphere Treasury. This will also feed back into the Sphere ecosystem by allowing Sphere to continue to direct voting power to incentivize liquidity within its ecosystem, looping more and more profit into the Sphere Treasury. Second, with all the revenue coming into the Sphere Treasury, Sphere will be able to buy and burn Sphere tokens from the liquidity pool. This is the most direct, tangible way that the Sphere Treasury will benefit Sphere holders. Over time, and once Sphere is in its fully deflationary phase, the Sphere Treasury will become the largest buyer of the Sphere token. That Sphere will then be burned, removing it forever from circulation. This is the other half of the reason Sphere has called itself the S&P 500 of crypto. The S&P 500 has seen both good times and bad times, but as the saying goes, at the end of the day, it goes up because of all the profits being generated by the companies held within it. In a similar way, Sphere will experience both good times and bad times, but over time, it will appreciate in value because it always has a buyer, the Sphere treasury. This is also what Sphere means when it says the Sphere token is a store of value with forced appreciation. As the Sphere treasury buys and burns Sphere, each remaining token will become more and more valuable. This means that Sphere investors will see the price of the Sphere token rise, fall, but then rise again, over and over and over. Not only that, but when the Sphere treasury buys Sphere from the liquidity pool, it must swap USD Plus for Sphere. Thanks to Tetu, that USD Plus can then be farmed in the liquidity pool using quantum liquidity to bring even more benefit to Sphere holders. Quantum liquidity passively increases the USD Plus side of the liquidity pool, working hand in hand with the buying and burning of Sphere. Altogether, this process will benefit Sphere holders as the Sphere token becomes more and more valuable over time. And that is how the Sphere treasury uses its revenue to benefit Sphere investors. I'll continue to post updates and informational videos about Sphere Finance, so be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out. If you have any questions about Sphere Finance, other people are probably wondering the same thing. The best place to reach out for help or contact us is through the Sphere Finance Discord. The link is in the description below, as well as links to the official website and other useful links, including for Dystopia and Penrose. You can also leave a comment below with your question, and we will do our best to help educate you and the community. After all, this video and channel is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Click the link on screen now to watch another video. Thanks for watching, and always remember that you matter for who you are.